you realize as you go along that everything you've done in your first half was like preparation for your second half. Everything adds up. Nothing is, even the job you didn't get, or the lousy boss you had, or the business that failed, nothing goes to waste. Everything is working towards you living that fulfilling second half. Yeah. You see, if you're transitioning and it's bothering you enough to think about it, that means you're a high impact individual.
How do you handle transitions? By the way, transitions can be very tricky. If you make it too early, you may lose something. If you do it too late, you may miss an opportunity. So today I'm joined by Lucas Marang'a, who will be talking to us about the Halftime Institute, a very interesting program that helps you to manage, just like as the name sounds, your halftime, the halftime of your life. And Lucas himself is a transition coach. So you're in for some good information that will help you to make the right decisions as you're facing a transitions. Hello, my name is Victor. Welcome to The Peculiar People, where we create content that helps you to optimize your decisions so that you can enjoy your careers, your leadership, and your relationships. So welcome, Lucas, once again. And today we're talking about transition. So maybe where we can start is talk to us about Halftime Institute Africa.
A bit of background before we even get there. Again, when I turned 14 and I was going through all this soul searching, a friend of mine told me, you just read this book. It was a book called Halftime by Bob Buford. It's a brilliant book. I'm like, okay, sawa. I need all help I can get. I was feeling like I'm just losing the plot. So I read it. And that book, I think I highlighted like 3/4 of it. Yeah. And it just finally meeting someone who's probably speaking your language or can anticipate what you're going through and understand it. So that book had a huge influence on me. And soon after, with my business mind, so we write with these guys. They come and talk about this thing here. Then we invite guys and we charge them. But there's a whole story behind it. Yeah. And wrote to them. I think the email went into spam because they never responded. That was maybe 5 years ago now. Yeah. So after that, I couldn't shake off the lessons from that book. And they actually really, I started working towards what Halftime calls the second half. First half is 0 to 35 or 40 or 45 or even 50, depending. Then second half is similar period of time, what you will do. And it has a tagline saying moving from success to significance. So the only problem I had with that was, I was like, okay, I'm moving from success to significance, but with a bit of a rider. I want significance, but I don't feel yet successful. Because I'm not where I want to be. I'm not feeling financially comfortable that I can stay where I am and I'm okay and covered for the rest of my life with my people. I didn't feel that way. So I spoke to a friend of mine. His name is Alex. Actually, I think he was reading my blog. And I think he was in his own journey and said, I wrote an email to these Halftime guys. And I guess I didn't respond. So one time, randomly, he calls me about 3 years ago. Like, guess what? We're going to response from this lady. She's a Halftime Africa director. Halftime is a global organization, I think, founded from the US. And she was coming to Kenya on holiday with her son and her husband. And if you guys want to meet, we can meet. So quickly put something together. We met, sent out word, a number of guys who felt they're in this space of transitions and moving from one space of their life to another, what I guess is commonly known as midlife crisis. They came over and we did we had I think almost 70 people, 2018 or 17, I think 18. And she came, gave us an abridged version of the halftime process and the program, because now it's a 1-year program. Yeah, the transfer 1 year, and I'll give you details about how it's structured. And for me, I think so. He told me, "Why don't you be the MC for this event?" And having read the book, and and assimilated the book into my own story and my own journey. They given me some fodder also. That my blog was about a year old then, and just really talking about a lot about transitions and the emotions that go through it. I felt pretty comfortable to just talk about halftime. And so we did, she came with some material which now helps you, it's like a workbook that you go through. We did it. After that, she said we can set up halftime in the region, in East Africa. Like, okay, good idea. So a number of us who are like a core team came together, and we decided to form this organization here with her blessing, because it's under Halftime Africa. So fast forward, a number of us who were trained to be halftime coaches. Last year during COVID, I went through a certification to be a halftime certified coach by Halftime Global. So I'm able to help people interact with this material in a way that makes them get to a point whereby you get to a place we call enduring impact. You find out that thing that you can do and you're supposed to do for the rest of your life. I like using the word unique assignment, because we are all unique individuals and we each have a unique assignment, but has been very elusive for so many. Yeah. So I'm now a halftime certified coach, and Halftime Africa, we've had a couple of roundtables where people come and we go through this material. A bit of the structure, the halftime process is a one-year process. You start with a two-day session, which you can do, and after that you don't need to continue, go and figure out yourself. And there are tools and material that you use to help you unpack and remove the fog from what you're feeling in terms of identifying your one thing. And the thing is, you realize as you go along that everything you've done in your first half was like preparation for your second half. Everything adds up. Nothing is, even the job you didn't get, or the lousy boss you had, or the business that failed, nothing goes to waste. Everything is working towards you living that fulfilling second half. Yeah. So it's been amazing. It really has been amazing. And we did a couple of webinars last year as a pivot to the circumstances we found ourselves in, because people were not meeting physically. Had a few guys interviewed, including myself. Quite a number of lessons learned from many people. Again, the beauty of Zoom, wherever you are, add Zoom, you're not going anywhere. It's not costing you anything. You're not driving to a meeting or having to pay for a room or for meals. You're just in your house. Secondly, there's lockdown, so you're really not going anywhere. Yeah. So you have like a captive audience. Yeah. So that's how it is. So Halftime Africa, I'm part of Halftime Africa. It's something that can grow. In fact, many times I feel like I have gold, and there's so many, no, like I have medicine. There's so many people around me with the fever of stress of midlife, and I have the paracetamol. I'm like, come and see, I have it for you. Come, I give it to you, because having done the one-year program myself, and then my own journey, and having read the book, the halftime process, to put it simply, has been like a pin. You know, for us to meet, I sent you a pin, which guides you to this place. That's what the halftime process has been for me. Yeah, a pin to my true north, to the place whereby, to my one thing, because we help you identify what is your one thing. It is not another course you do for a certificate. It's like almost a life skills program. So a lot of success is dependent on your own effort to interact with the material in question and go through that messy process of inquiry and everything, yeah. But it's well worth it, because some of us, the plan is to die empty, really. So we have to find out what is that one thing that we're meant to be doing for the rest of our lives, yeah. So that's halftime. I could speak till the end of this day about halftime. But that's what it is, and we're happy to have it in this part of the world. Again, it resonates with the reason why I felt my life is meant to unfold on this continent and this part of the world. Yeah, being part of Halftime Africa, it's really amazing. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah. We also have the book that we can give out to anyone who's interested. It's definitely a recommendation that I make, because I think it was a sweetener that I needed to attract me to this whole world of learning how to sort myself in terms of identifying my unique assignment, but also giving me the zeal and the know-how probably, and equipping me to helping others get there. Because the danger is most of us live a life of impact and of achieving big things. That's 0 to 40, or 0 to 35, or 0 to 50. But after that, we are clueless. Yeah. And so how you manage that halftime process, and halftime is a process between life 1 and life 2, where you do the reorganizing of the furniture for this new calling, as it were. Many just feel very ill-equipped and intimidated to continue and stick out here. And it is said in the halftime process that if you get to the age almost of 55 to 60 and you haven't yet figured out what you will spend the rest of your life doing, chances are high that you will not, and you will just wither away. It's not a guarantee. There's also going at 60 and a light bulb came on. We all know of Colonel Sanders if you have kids, and they like KFC. At 80 is when he was getting this thing. So it's not someone listening here and they are 60, like, yangu imeisha. They both are saying, no, there is a chance, because you still have life in you, that you can figure out that thing that you can leave as a legacy, but it's harder. Yeah, so start questioning. Don't push away that uncomfortable feeling. Inquire. Yeah, read this halftime book, and again, we can ship it to you if you need one. Yeah, at a cost. And yeah, we are here, and I'm glad that now you won't send an email to spam in the US. The people who have a phone number that you can call.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. And
Here.
so you can do it as the two ways of doing the halftime program. You can do it as a one-on-one, you and your coach. The advantage of that is flexibility in terms of you just both decide on the time. But you can do it as a cohort of 6 to 8 people, or even maybe 10, but 6 to 8 is ideal. Whereby the advantage of that is you learn from one another, because everyone is on their journey, which is highly recommended. Either way, I personally have taken people through both, one-on-one as a coach, a halftime coach, and also a roundtable as part of Halftime Africa. And it's something that I believe will help many of us who are seeking that significance in their lives. Because we are created to leave a mark. When you read obituaries in the newspaper, I'm yet to see someone says, yeah, here lies so-and-so, he left a Subaru and a house and a cow. No, it's just father of, or husband of, child of. So what does that mean? We are created to pour into people's lives. And the halftime process is ideal for that, to make you live a life of significance. Yeah.
So we're gonna put information on how people can join in the description, but maybe you can just tell us briefly how people can be part of this program.
Yes, I mean, we have contacts, email address, and everything. Having been certified to administer the program here, in fact, we just had our first roundtable of this year in February at Current Country Club. It was quite nice. And now we are to have our second one now, 23rd and 24th of April. But then again, with the lockdown, we've had to postpone. Again, the nature of this material, what I've realized, many people don't want to have it online. Because it's you go deep. You say things, and things are said to you that are really phenomenal. That sometimes almost having a platform like Zoom takes away, you know? And then again, you're opening yourself up. So you want to feel that confidence that I can feel your vibe as my fellow cohort member, and to do it, yeah. So it will happen probably. We make a decision over the next week or two, depending on how this opening up is going to go. But it's something that I would definitely advocate for, prescribe to anyone who feels they're in that season, either voluntary or forced by Corona, to transition, and you're wondering how. Yeah. But if you're seeking a life of legacy, like when you're asking those questions, is this it? Is there more? Yeah, why am I here? What will I be remembered for? And you're a ripe candidate for the halftime process. Yeah.
So let's talk about transitions. And right now people are going through, transition has become a common thing
people are going through right now, either from careers or businesses or life. So as a coach, what have you noticed as a danger of transitions?
I think the fear, because most people who are transitioning, or most people who, you see, if you're transitioning and it's bothering you enough to think about it, that means you're a high impact individual.
Say that again.
Again, this is just purely from experience. Yeah. If I'm bothered enough about this transition that I can't figure out, that is an indicator that you're a high impact individual. Yeah, so you do things on purpose, driven by results, driven by adding value. And so at this point whereby this season is over, I need to go to another one. I'm sure about that, but I don't know what the other one is. That alone tells you that that's a high impact person. Yeah. Otherwise, if one season was passing and ending and I feel nothing, you don't even notice the season coming and going. You're just sailing, going with the wind, which is really a pitiful life to live. Yeah, because you need to live intentionally. So it's hard because people have talked about change, and change is the only constant, but very little is known about transitions. And I'll use the word again, it's a messy process. I won't color it here. Yeah, because you are clueless. You've come from a know-it-all, for lack of better words, to a know-nothing, you know? Because you're thinking, okay, I know I want to leave. I'm sure about that. I know what I need to stop doing. I don't know what I need to start doing. But because of living life intentionally, I don't want to go back to what I know I need to stop doing. So then how do I cross this bridge to the other side? Yeah. Again, and that's where the transition coaching comes in, and as an underlying foundation of the halftime process. Yeah. So accept that you're not the first, not the last to go through crossroads. But in that crossroads, and in interrogating that crossroads and questioning and finding out why you're feeling how you are and what options you have, is what will help you get again to probably not just a good life like the one you have, a much more fulfilling life. Yeah. When they say the best years are ahead, I can testify to that. Yeah, I'm still headed there, and I can smell the rain. Yeah, the best years really are ahead. So it's so feel the fear and question anyway. Yeah, resist the temptation to go back, especially if you are in the position whereby you are sorted money-wise. You're like, but I'm okay. I have chums. I can live off things. Yeah. Retiring and going to play golf is a nice thing, but let me speak for myself. It's not. I love golf, but it's more for the enjoyment and the rejuvenation it gives me. I'm not like, now I've gotten everything, I'll retire and play. If you are healthy, you have no life-threatening illnesses, and your mind is intact, that's a bit selfish. Yeah, you need to probably, what more can I do? Because you always have stuff to give until the day you check out. Yeah, so, and then again, the halftime process is here, and that does exactly that, helping you maneuver and getting to a point whereby you are clear, this is what I want to do. Yeah, and the answers are already in you. It's just helping you get clear on what those answers are, and putting them apart and then bringing them back together.